All right, kiddos, Mama Huffman here. I'm going to explain to you how to do this assignment that you will then be doing in groups. Now, as you can hear, I'm a little under the weather, which explains why I'm not there today. So now you know. Okay. So the product I've picked here is Birkenstocks sandals. That just means when you go to do this in your groups, you can't pick Birkenstocks sandals. But what I did is I found the infographic that you see here on this website. You will go to that website and pick the product that your group decides to work on. And then we're going to go through this infographic and make some sense of it. All right, raw materials. The things we have here: jute stems, that is a plant; ethylene, that is a chemical; cork, plant; natural leather, that's an animal product, and so we talked about animal products as unsustainable; powder coated metal, metal is a non-renewable resource, so we highlight that one in red; the vinyl acetate, also in red; and the latex. Okay, down here it says that the latex is extracted from rubber trees. There's natural latex, which this is, and then there is man-made latex. So this is natural latex, so we're good to go there. It's from a plant. By the way, guys, I forgot to say, the color system I'm using: green for sustainable, red for unsustainable, because this program I'm using does not have brown, and blue for just things that are noteworthy information. All right. We can also read what else it says here. The footbed is made of jute, cork, latex, and EVA, ethyl vinyl acetate, which is a secondary raw material that requires the organic compounds ethylene and vinyl acetate, which require a large quantity of water to synthesize. The strap of the shoe is made of either natural leather or suede with powder-coated metal buckles. The natural leather comes from animals. The cork comes from the bark of cork trees. Metal is mined out of the earth. Ethylene and vinyl acetate are synthesized. Jute is grown and harvested, and latex is extracted from rubber trees. So, and we're going to take this information and plug it in down here on our document. Let's see, the product is Birkenstock sandals. Okay, and we had cork, natural latex, and jute. Over here we had that ethylene vinyl acetate, which is also called EVA. We're just going to call it EVA. The metals, and the leather. Okay. Now, resource extraction. I'll just take a quick look to, you know what, it was already mentioned. We said where all these things came from. Sometimes you might have to look this up, where these things come from, and or look them up by specific information online, or look in the infographic to see what it says. The cork, I do want to say, there are ways that cork can be harvested from trees without killing the tree. It's amazing. There are certain types of trees that do this. I think they're actually called cork trees. The latex is gotten from the trees, much like you do syrup. So I forget what that's called, but we'll just say the latex, like tapping a tree for syrup. Okay, the tree does not die. And then the jute, that probably does kill the jute plant, but this is general farming. By the way, farming is the primary thing that's happening here with the cork, the natural latex, and the jute. Over here, the metals are mined. That one destroys the environment. The leather is animal farming, which we've talked about. It just takes too many resources to be considered sustainable. And the EVA would be synthesized, which is a really nerdy way of saying man-made in the lab. So like chemicals made in the lab. Okay, let's go back up to our document here and see what we've got. All right. Raw material acquisition, by the way, everything it says here in raw materials. This is going to continue to talk about the energy needed to do the farming and the mining and all that, and the waste and whatnot produced as the materials are farmed or mined and so forth. Honestly, we kind of already covered that, so I'm going to go quickly over to here. Manufacturing and processing. So this is the line on our data table about production and processing. Okay, cork made from the byproduct of high quality wine cork manufacturers. Ooh, byproduct. So that means they're actually taking up, wrong tool. They are actually taking up what would otherwise be waste materials of a different industry. That's very good. Jute, the textile plant fiber, must first be roasted, peeled, combed, cleaned, and then made supple before it can be spun into jute fabric. There is some processing in there that we're going to assume it takes energy. The ethyl vinyl acetate is made from blah, 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 in order to make the sole of the shoe. It is chemically synthesized and requires lots of water to do that. Water isn't so bad, but when we're using a lot of it, that is. Natural leather must be treated from chemicals with calcium carbonate. That's actually a rock that is limestone, guys, is what it is. It's limestone. And a combination of mineral oil, vegetable oil, animal oil. Vegetable oil, not so bad. Mineral oil, meh. And then latex, harvested from trees to be used as the binding agent. It doesn't actually say how it's made in the factory. Embodied energies, they are manufactured in Germany. That's not local, so we're going to circle that. They're not open about the machines, but hey, machines, no bueno. It goes through an assembly line to glue the product together. Just original methods, how custom handmade shoe. Meaning assembly is human mechanical based energy. That's actually not bad. The machines, not good. The handmade on an assembly line, that's fine. All right, waste and emissions. The majority of the waste comes from burning of fossil fuels. Not good. To provide the electricity power for the machines. Birkenstock manufacturing and production must comply with stringent recycling and waste laws in Germany. Go Germany.